Hello guys, you are welcome to today's section of Learning with Prepclass. I am Tutor Chima and I am your biology tutor. So today you are going to be looking at Waec past question 2019. Now in our previous videos we've solved past question on this aspect from numbers 1 to 40. So today we are going to be looking at questions 41 to 45. Okay. So first and foremost, students, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos. Click on the notification bell so that you will be the first person that will see this video whenever we post on our channel. Do not forget to share this video so that they will reach as much people as possible. Always feel free to drop a comment on our comment section box. A comment can be a question, maybe a question on any aspect that you find ambiguous, or maybe in places that I explained that you didn't completely understand. Feel free to drop a question so that we will know how our videos have been helpful to you. So having said that, let's go to the business of today. So like I said earlier, we are going to be starting with questions 41 and we are going to solve all through to question 45. So question 41 says, which of the following factors is not a source of variation in living organisms? Which of the following factors is not a source of variation in living organisms? First of all, what is variation? Variation simply means differences. Physical difference that you can observe. Your father and your mother does not look alike or do not look alike. You may not look alike with your sister or your brother. So those physical difference that is observed within members of a species is known as what? Variation. So I said that variation is defined as the difference that is observed within members of a particular species. And I'm giving you an example. Between siblings, you can see that they don't look alike. Sometimes they can look alike. You can see that parents may not look alike with their offspring. I've seen a case whereby a father is fair in complexion and the mother is fair in complexion, and one of the offspring, one of the child is what? Dark in complexion. That guy is one of my peers, and those days when we are kids, we usually make fun of him that why is it that your parents are fair in complexion and you are dark in complexion? Where did you come from? So this kind of physical differences that you see in members of the same species, you can see it in animals too, you can see it in certain plants and all, is known as what? Variation. So now they're not asking us which of the following factors is not a source of variation in living organisms. And they've given us options. Is it environment? Is it inheritance? Is it mitosis? Is it meiosis? I'll look at each of them. Now, environment. Environment simply means area that an organism finds and certain things in that area that affects the organism. Do you understand? A place where you are found and those things in that area that affects you, like temperature change, like rainfall, like good food, nutrients in case of plants and so on. So now, I said that example is that a child can be raised in a comfortable environment with balanced and nutritious diet, will be healthier. Okay, a child raised in a comfortable environment with balanced diet or nutritious diet will be healthier and look different from his sibling raised in a poorer condition. Now, I've always asked my students this: if you give birth to a twin, identical twin that they look alike, now you raise one of them in Ajegule in Lagos, or in a very poor condition in Lagos, or let's say you raise one of them in the village, and you take, that's maybe you gave birth to them, one is taken to the village, or let's say a remote area in Lagos like Ajegule, and while the other person is taken to the United States of America and is being raised in a comfortable area in New York. By the time these two kids will become 20, 22, if you bring them close together, do you think that they will look alike? They will not be identically alike. Yes, they will look alike. You may notice that, okay, these people are brothers, but they will not be identical. You know, when twins, you've seen identical twins, sometimes it's very difficult for you to differentiate them. Now, one may look fresher and bigger than his twin brother, while the other one may look darker or so. So they will not. So environment has a way of affecting variation of the way we look. Even some of us, right from when you must have seen movies whereby a kid is raised in abroad and another kid is raised in Nigeria. When you bring both of them close together, they will not look alike. So that is to tell you that environment plays a role in what? Variation. Let me give you another example. Let's say I am a younger brother too. Sorry, I am my twin brother. As we are growing up, when we became men, I now started gymming, but he's not a sports person. After about, let's say 3, 4, 5 years, do you think we'll look exactly alike? No, we'll not look exactly alike. Me that is a bodybuilder will look muscular with chest and arms, but him, he will just look simple. That is how variation can bring about difference in what? Two people or living organisms. Now, inheritance. I said that we have seen in families where siblings look different because they look like either parents. E.g., some may be as dark as dad due to inheritance, others may be as light as mom in complexion. Yes. Now, some siblings may look like their father, while others may look like their mother, and they will not look exactly alike or completely alike, or they may not look closely identical. That's to tell you that inheritance plays a role in what? Variation. Now, in this case now, inheritance is now bringing about the differences, because this one looks like daddy, this one looks like what? Mommy. Okay, so now you can see that environment and inheritance can bring about this observable what? Difference. Mitosis. I said mitosis, this is a cell division that occurs during the growth of somatic cells as body cells and asexual reproduction. The chromosomes and genes in the daughter cells and the parent cells are identical. Hence, no physical or genetic difference between parents and offspring. Now, in mitosis, which is a cell division that occurs in somatic cell, whereby a parent will just come or an organism will just come and divide into two, or in the growth of body cells, or a particular body cell just divide into two. Now they divide into two identical cells, and these two identical cells are exact replica of the parent cell. We usually call them clones, though they are exact replica, not just physically but genetically. Are you following? So, product of mitosis does not bring about what? Variation, because the cells or the offspring will look genetically identical to their what? Parent. Meiosis, this is a cell division that takes place in the production of gametes, sex cells. During the cell division, there is an exchange of genetic material between paired chromosomes, known as crossing over. This leads to a greater variation of offspring. Now, in mitosis, cell division is just one. The cell will just divide into two. Are you following? Whereby this content and this content looks alike. But in meiosis, the cell practices like two kinds of division. It will divide this way and divide this way. And during that division of this way and this way, there is usually exchange of genetic material. One genetic material will stay here. That's one chromosome will stay, another chromosome will stay, one chromosome will stay, another chromosome will stay. So there's either a shift in what this genetic material or chromosome. But in mitosis, they just divide into two completely, into two. So they share the same type of chromosome. Do you understand? But in meiosis, they divide into two in two ways, this way and this way. Are you following? Horizontally and vertically. And there will now be what? Distribution. That's the chromosome that will enter here, different from the chromosome that will enter here. The chromosome that will enter into this cell, different from the chromosome that will enter into this cell. So that now bring about marked what? Differences, which is what? Variation. So we now see that the best choice here is mitosis, because mitosis does not bring about what? Variation. So mitosis is our best choice because it does not bring about variation. Are you following? Since the parents or the offspring will look exactly like the what? Parents. Okay? Question number 42. Individuals with blood group AB can donate blood to individuals with blood groups. Is it A and B? Is it A and O? Is it AB only? Is it O only? Okay, let's see. Now we have 4 types of blood groups: blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, and blood group O. Now, blood group AB is known as what? Universal recipient. That simply means that it can receive blood from everybody it can receive blood from these other 3 types of what? Blood group and itself. So it can receive from everybody. Universal donor. Whether you are blood group A, or you are blood group B, or you are blood group AB, or you are blood group O, you can donate blood to a person that has blood group what? AB. So because it can receive from everybody, we call them what? Universal recipient. Are you following? So this blood group AB can donate from everybody, but they can only donate to a blood group AB. They cannot donate to other types of blood group. Are you following? Why? Because if AB donates blood to any of the other types of blood group, it will result to clumping of the red blood cells in the donor's blood, in the vessel. That's clumping of red blood cell of the donor's blood in the vessel of the recipient and could lead to death. So if you have blood group A and somebody is blood group AB, the person cannot donate to you. If they make that mistake in the hospital, your blood, the blood group of the donor, which is now AB, will cause or bring about clumping of the red blood cell of the recipient, and it will now block the capillaries and some of the veins of that recipient. And that recipient will just struggle, and the person will just die. So because of that, AB is what? Universal recipient. They can receive from everybody, but can only donate to AB. So the answer is AB. They can only donate to AB. Question number 43. Now they've given us an instruction. They say, the diagram below is an illustration of a process occurring in a living animal cell. Study it and answer question 43 and 44. Okay, this is the diagram. Okay, question 43. The process occurs in, is it nucleus, is it mitochondria, is it Golgi body, is it cytoplasm? If you look at this structure, you know that this structure is the DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. So I said that the structures above are DNA, that's deoxyribonucleic acid molecules, and DNA is found in the nucleus of the cell. You can't find DNA in any of the other words, cellular organelle. You can only find DNA in the nucleus of the cell, since the nucleus is responsible for reproduction. So this is the DNA undergoing a process, but since DNA is found only in the nucleus of the cell, your answer is now what? Nucleus. So you can find DNA only in the nucleus of a cell. Okay. Question number 44. The process is called, is it replication? Is it cell maturation? Is it crossing over? Is it mutation? What is replication? Replication is the biological process of producing 2 identical replicas of DNA from the original DNA molecule. Is this replication? Is this replication? Okay, let us see. Cell maturation. Cell maturation is the process of cells maturing and specializing, losing their ability to split and become new cells. This does not look like what cell maturation, because they said losing their ability to split. But here, you see that this single DNA molecule actually is dividing here and now splitted into 2. Okay? Crossing over is the exchange of genetic material between paired chromatids during meiotic cell division. So between paired chromatids, that between 2 chromosomes. This is not a chromosome, so this answer does not tally. Mutation. This is the random changes in the DNA leading to the alteration of the nucleotide sequence. They didn't show the nucleotide sequence here, so there's nothing like alteration. Now if you see here, you see that this DNA is actually splitting into 2. And replication is the biological process of producing 2 identical replicas of DNA from the original one. So 2 DNA molecule was produced from this original one. So because of that, the correct answer is what? Replication. Okay. Question number 45. Which of the following nucleotides is not found in the DNA molecule? Which of the following nucleotides is not found in the DNA molecule? Is it adenine? Is it cytosine? Is it guanine? Is it uracil? Now, there's a comment I made. I said that the nucleotide consists of sugar molecule, which is either the ribose in RNA or the deoxyribose in DNA, attached to a phosphate group and a nitrogen containing base. So this nitrogen containing base are the adenine, cytosine, guanine, thymine, and uracil. Are you following? So the bases used in the DNA are adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine. Are you following? But in the RNA, the base uracil actually takes place of what? Thymine. So that simply means that the nitrogenous base found in DNA include what? Adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine. But those found in RNA include adenine, cytosine, guanine, and uracil. So uracil actually replaced what? Thymine in DNA. So because of that, uracil is found in RNA but not found in DNA. So they say, which of the following nucleotide is not found in the DNA molecule? The answer is what? Uracil, because uracil is found in the RNA but not found in the DNA molecule. Okay? Alright, guys, we've come to the end of today's section on biology, where we solved past questions on biology for the year 2019. We looked at questions 41 to 45. So when you look down here, you're going to see a link. We urge you to use this link to join us on our WhatsApp group. When you join us on our WhatsApp group, you'll be getting updates and infos on the latest videos we have available to you on YouTube. So till we meet again, my name is Tutochima. Bye and do stay safe.